In the rarefied air of a Premier League title race, sentimentality and aesthetics are relegated to the footnotes of history. Victory is a cold, hard equation. As all elite coaches understand, while points are the ultimate currency, they are purchased with the coin of goals, both scored and prevented. The modern champion is not merely a swashbuckling attacker or a parsimonious defender, they are a perfectly calibrated synthesis of both. This necessitates a sharpshooter's mindset, a collective obsession with converting high-percentage opportunities, a mastery of set pieces, and a defensive structure bordering on the fanatical. The 23-24 campaign saw Mikel Arteta's Arsenal continue its statistical ascent, a season where club historians were once again sent scrambling through the record books. The team pushed limits, blooded youth, and created moments of historic significance, but the ultimate prize remained elusive. Fast forward to now, with the transfer window closed and the squad definitively set, the focus shifts from abstract potential to tangible, quantifiable output. While there is no single, immutable number, historical precedent provides a clear benchmark. The average Premier League champion scores circa 81 goals and concedes fewer than 30. However, the crucible of the modern era, forged by the relentless pace set by Guardiola's Manchester City, has inflated these figures. The new standard for a title-winning attack is now in the high 80s, often cresting the 90-goal mark or even crossing the 100-goal barrier, supported by a goal difference that acts as an extra point. We still remember the last day of the 23-24 season when we had the superior goal difference than Manchester City, and even a draw for them would have meant a Premier League title win for the Arsenal. The question, therefore, is no longer philosophical, but mathematical. What are the individual and collective expectations for this Arsenal side to finally conquer the summit? Let's find out.
To breach the 90-goal barrier, a feat required of modern champions, the offensive burden must be democratized across the squad. It is a symphony that requires every section of the orchestra to play its part, from the virtuoso soloists up front to the percussive, timely interventions from the backline. Let's start with the front line, the forward department. Victor Gyökeres, the spearhead. After scoring for fun in the previous 2 seasons, the expectation for the Swedish marksman is to be the clinical focal point Arsenal has craved. A return of 15 to 20 Premier League goals is not just a target, it is the foundational pillar upon which this title challenge is built. Next, Bukayo Saka. From the star boy to the protagonist of Arteta's Arsenal story, he must now ascend to galactic levels. This has to be his breakthrough season in terms of raw numbers. A contribution of 15 goals and 15 assists would elevate him from one of the league's best talents into a genuine world beater. Then there is the left wing conundrum. The combined output of Martinelli, Eberechi Eze, and Leandro Trossard must collectively mirror Saka's influence. A shared target of 15 goals and 15 assists from this trio would provide the crucial offensive balance and unpredictability, if not better it. Supporting cast of Kai Havertz, with his intelligent movement and knack for crucial interventions, can easily deliver 5 to 10 high-value goals. Noni, as Saka's deputy, must be a high-impact substitute, contributing 5 to 7 goals and assists when called upon, and make those £50 million Arsenal paid worth it. A response that will be perfect for all the detractors.
Now, let's move over to the engine room's offensive mandate. Martin Odegaard. The captain must shed any residual imposter syndrome and rediscover the shooting technique that saw him plunder 15 goals in 2022-23. His stock may have dipped, but this is his chance to deliver a mammoth captain's performance. A return to 10 goals and 10 assists is a fitting expectation, plus the added factor of the spillover effect of the captain on the entire squad. Next, Declan Rice, the de facto on-field leader, has evolved. His forward surges, late arrivals into the box, and mastery of set-piece delivery position him as a significant offensive weapon. A haul of 5 goals and 10 assists is eminently achievable, with the tantalizing prospect of a few more of those thunderous free kicks, like the ones versus the great Real Madrid. Then the Spanish maestro, Martin Zubimendi, though playing deeper, has shown in pre-season the ability to unlock defenses with incisive passing. A modest but important 3 goals and 3 assists feels attainable. Mikel Merino, the auxiliary midfielder, striker, must be the surprise weapon, chipping in with 3 to 5 crucial goals as the extra man in the box. All of us know that we're going to need him when those low-block teams park the bus at the Emirates.
Next, we move to the fortress that fights back. Yes, now it's the time to discuss the defensive contributions. The centre-backs, Gabriel, one of the league's most dominant aerial forces, is a perennial threat from corners. Every team in the world fears his aerial capabilities. A target of 3 to 5 goals is standard for him. Then Mr. Rolls-Royce himself, William Saliba, must augment this with a couple of his own. Next, the fullbacks. Jurrien Timber has the technical quality and attacking drive to register 2 goals and 5 assists on top of locking every left winger in the world. His partner in crime on the right, Ben White, should add a couple of assists himself, nothing he hasn't done before. Then we switch to the left side. The left back is a maelstrom of talent. If Riccardo Calafiori can maintain his fitness, his cultured Italian style could yield a surprising 5 goals and 2 assists. Piero Hincapié, our new defensive addition from Ecuador, will be granted a settling-in period, while any offensive return from the prodigious Miles Lewis Skelly is a bonus.
Let's move our focus now to the bench depth and the youth. This is the lesser-told place where titles are won. Contributions from Christian Norgard and a target of 5 goal contributions for young Ethan are vital. Then there is the other prodigy, Max Dowman. The legendary Manchester United manager Sir Matt Busby famously declared, "If they're good enough, they're old enough." This sentiment applies here. We expect Dowman to not only feature, but to break records, chipping in with 2 goals and 5 assists, if not more. And who says he cannot? So Gooners, don't be surprised. At the same time, we also can't forget Arsene Wenger's theory, in which he explained the investment in a young player pays off years later when they reach peak performance, providing a valuable asset for the team. So moderate expectations, but nothing necessary. Finally, a fit-again Gabriel Jesus could add 2 to 5 goals and assists in the latter part of the season. Last, but not the least, the goalkeeper. Yes, we aren't leaving him, the modern-day goalkeeper, right? So David Raya's monstrous throws or flat goal kicks could easily furnish Gyökeres with a couple of direct assists if some teams press high and there's space in behind during quick opportunistic transitions. We have seen over the past 5-odd years the sort of contributions Ederson and Alisson have made.
Aggregating these individual mandates paints a compelling picture. Taking the lower-end estimates from each player group, the projected goal total lands squarely in the high 80s. Tallying the higher-end, more optimistic figures pushes Arsenal's potential output to over 100 goals. This is the mathematical formula for a championship. When you contextualize this offensive firepower with what is, by consensus, the most formidable and well-drilled defense in the Premier League, the potential for a title-winning goal difference becomes startlingly clear. The new additions have not just added depth, they have bestowed upon Arteta a tactical plasticity, allowing Arsenal to attack in a myriad of ways, through control, on the break, from wide areas, or via set-piece brute force. The defense will show up. Its excellence over the past 3 years is an established fact. The lingering question, the one upon which this entire season hinges, is whether the attack can deliver on these lofty but necessary numbers. The system must be refined to sort out the final third fluidity, particularly in transition, to consistently feed its new apex predator. The arsenal is fully stocked, the individual targets are set, and the equation is clear. The time for calculation is over, the time for execution has begun. What are your expectations? Drop it in the comments. The international break's arrival is a blessing in disguise. Time to lock and load. The real season starts now. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe. The community is growing, and we are very much thankful. This is the Arsenal Blueprint, and we will see you in the next one. Till then, come on the Arsenal.